Hi Aquarius, thank you for coming to my channel. I am Elsie and you have reached 10 of Cups Tarot. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. It's you that keeps this channel open and going with free content. If this is your first visit, thanks for coming here. I hope that you will choose to subscribe before you leave, because we do have a really great group of people who are really upbeat and who are always trying to do the right thing for each other by bringing everyone else up around them. So everyone's on a high vibe here. I hope you enjoy it. So I am here to do a reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Aquarius. And this will be from today until the 29th of February. Just for a card, of course, I always do. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Aquarius. Just one moment here to pick up that card off the floor. It's face up, so I'm not taking it, but just slip that back in the deck. All right. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Aquarius, please. I've already prayed over the cards. I am just going to shuffle them, and then we will get to it. All right. Happy Friday. I hope your day is going well. Mine is fabulous. If I was better, I'd be two people. Just saying. All right. So, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Aquarius. First card I'm going to pull is going to be for the overall energy of the read, and then we will go to the read with starting with 5 cards for the near past information. Then we will draw 5 cards for the present energies, and then we will go into 10 card draw for the future energies. So let's start with drawing that first card, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, sign of Aquarius, please, from February 21st until 29th. Are you ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? All right. Well, it looks like the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is a loving king. He is an emotional king. He is also, he can be over emotional at times. He can be a little bit dramatic, I guess. And he can be, yeah, he can have emotional outbursts because it's only because he feels everything very strongly. So very deeply. He loves deeply. He hurts deeply. So yeah, he can be a little bit teeter-tottery, I guess, if that's a word, teeter-tottery. He can kind of be, you know, off balance a little bit. Yeah. Okay. I'll stop talking about him and let's get into the first 5 cards. All right. Here we go. All right, under the deck. Looks like we have victory, victory and success. That is the card of fire. So that is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. All right, let me take a look here for a moment. Okay, so Aquarius, you have manifested something here. You have manifested taking in a pentacle. You have manifested taking in a pentacle to someone to start new, to start a brand new relationship. So to plant a pentacle with somebody and let it bloom so you can get your 10 of Pentacles. And I feel as though you did this after research. So you're taking this pentacle into this person because after your research on social media or through speaking with their friends or something like that, that you have realized that they are actually single. So you are going to take that pentacle in. I think you're worried about that though. I think you're worried that it's been too long since you've seen them and that you are not going to get a good reception. I would say give this person a break. I'm always about the second chance. So give this person a break if they haven't been in contact with you in a while. They think that you either have a beef with them or you're just not going to be interested. So they really want to have a special time with you. They want to celebrate. They want to talk about old times. They want to know about you and what you've been up to. They want, you know, they want victory. victory in taking in that pentacle and having you accept it, essentially. And okay, so let's look at the 5 cards for the current energy. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Aquarius, please. February 21st to the 29th of 2020. So I think this is going to confuse you a little bit. So I see that somebody is bringing in a pentacle. They really do want you to accept it. It's been a while. They haven't seen you. They just want to have a few drinks and see if you're single. Enjoy you, have conversation with you. This person could be someone who's younger than you, but I think they want to apologize. They probably want to apologize for not being around for so long. But this could be someone that's coming from your past. We are still feeling Mercury retrograde energy, you guys. So the Mercury retrograde was on the 17th. Usually it's a 2-week in and a 2-week out. So we are, still in Mercury retrograde till about the 1st of March, around there. And what I see here is that you're trying to really stay in balance. You are trying to stay in balance even though you are confused. You have a lot of options. You may be single and you have a lot of options here. And a lot of options to me equals confusion. So some people, when they have too many options, they just can't make a decision. And it makes me crazy because I'm a Taurus and I make decisions like that. But it's an air sign thing, right? So especially an Aquarius thing. So Aquarius is kind of, I see them as sort of up in the sky, sitting on a cloud kind of sort of energy. And it's hard to make decisions. So Temperance here, that is Sagittarius. Temperance is, not hot, not cold, sort of in the middle, sort of warm. And they're feeling, you're feeling that you can't make a decision because you have too many options. So the thing is that there's love waiting for you, brand new, deep, romantic love is waiting for you. So I would suggest that maybe you think about making a decision if you want happiness anyway, because the sun is here, and the sun is here to say that this is a love that is going to blow your mind. It's absolutely blessed and illuminated with the sun. It's going to grow. It's creative. It's, everything blooms under the sun, and then there's no guesswork. Only, just time for you to spend with the person that you like. This very well could be someone who is an earth sign. So it could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And an earth sign is someone who, yes, is very slow to move, very slow to make decisions. But that person is very balanced. And the queen is the person who is always, got her fingers in all the pies. She's literally making pies, giving them away. She's very charitable, and she watches her children. She watches the neighbors' kids. She does whatever she can in terms of charity to help the people around her. And she's just very busy. She is the multitasking queen, and things bloom around her because she just loves to see people grow within themselves. Let's look at, that's the current energy. That's not a bad reading so far. We're going to look at the future energy here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Aquarius, please. From the February the 21st until the 29th. Into the future we go. 4 cards. 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Under the bottom of the deck, we have Justice. Justice usually only shows up when there's an injustice going on. And there is something going on that needs to have balance. So the Justice card is the card of Libra, which is an air sign card. And what I see here is... I feel like you just want to drop your burdens. You want to drop your burdens because you're passionate about another, and you know that if you don't drop your burdens at the door, you're just going to drag it through to another relationship. So I see the Knight of Passion, right? The Knight of Wands. And then I also see the 10 of Wands. So the completion of this heavy burden that you've been carrying, Aquarius. Drop your burdens. All these things, all these actions that have been taken against you, it's time for you to drop the burdens and just sort of lean into the passion. And there is a passionate queen here. So she is a queen who loves deeply. She can be a little bit over dramatic. She's a little bit worried that maybe she won't find anybody because she is so deep. She loves deeply. She hurts deeply, but genuinely is wanting to just, you know, envelop, like water, envelop somebody in her love. So it could be the energy of the queen. You don't have to be female. We're not reading sexes here. We are reading energies. So it is the energy of the queen. I feel like this is an opportunity that you don't want to pass by. This gentleman here, although he's got, you know, he's got 3 cups here, but he's got his eye on another prize up there. And, you know, this card is multi-meanings for me. First of all, depending on what's going on here, it could mean that, you know, you're just more interested in what you can have rather than what you already have, that you're not very grateful. I don't feel like that's happening here. I feel like this is the person with their eye on the prize, and that they don't want to give up the queen. And makes sense. But, you know, put down those burdens so you can pull the passionate, you can pull the passion into this possible union with the queen. She will appreciate the passion, and not dragging things in from another relationship. You know, we don't realize that there's a time in which we all need to heal. And so many times I do readings for people who are jumping from one relationship to another. I'm leaving my marriage for this guy, or I'm leaving my marriage for this woman, or, you know, they're jumping to the next relationship, but you don't have time to heal in the middle. So if you don't have time to heal, you're just dragging all the luggage, all the stuff that didn't work in that relationship, that you didn't work out and you don't know how to fix it. You're dragging it all into the next relationship. So just make sure there is a period of, where you are repairing yourself or healing yourself from the last union or last relationship. I don't know where that came from. I guess it wasn't really my thought. Sometimes I get on a rant and it's actually just spirit speaking in my ear. So I didn't mean to say that. Sometimes I have to watch my own readings back to find out what I've said. It's really weird. Very weird. Okay, so we need 3 more cards now going forward for the 10 cards for the future. Conversation. Conversation and clarity, wanting to speak about something, wanting to have good clarity on what's going on at this moment, using that sword as good for communication and connection, but using that sword to cut somebody out if you need to. I'm showing here that going into the future, yes, there is a little bit of distress here. I'm showing that there might be some regret, some sadness for things not working out the way they could have or should have. The thing is that she's very concentrated on what she's lost, but she's not, you know, she's not looking at these 2 cups. There's still love here. There's still love that's coming for her, but she's so very concentrated on the things that she's lost that she's not really grateful for what's left. Walls are up, exhausted, waiting for the last strike. And that makes sense to me as I look at this read here. You're in the process of healing. You're putting down burdens. You're trying to get, you know, you've gotten to the 10 of Wands. You're trying to, you know, you've just come out of being left out in the cold, and you're coming out of lack right here. So it is important that you do heal. In order to have this clarity and conversation. Sometimes being alone is the only way you can get clarity. I mean being alone with your phone off in a cottage far, far away, in a hotel where nobody knows that you are, or no one gets a hold of you. I think that sometimes it is necessary to do so in order to clear your mind and get your mind back on the right path. Looking at the Hanged Man at the underneath the deck. It's just really an energy of wanting to make the right decision. And it's okay to be in the Hanged Man position for as long as you really want to, as long as you don't pass out. It's really good to stop and make good decisions after you've weighed everything. So after you've looked at all 4 corners, you've looked at it back and forward, around in a circle, it's good to do that. It's good to be in the Hangman energy so you can make better decisions or good decisions going into a new relationship. It looks like there might be some secrets. And that might be why you're in regret. That might be why you have a bit of sadness. It might be why you're feeling left out in the cold and you're feeling exhausted with the 9 of Wands. So it could be that you've just had enough. Spirit is telling you that, you know, your strength is here. Make sure you lean on it, lean into your strength. And your strength, this is the card of Leo, but your strength is communication and connection. That's the strength of Aquarius. It's also that Aquarius is very high vibe, very bubbly, always has something to say, always has something kind to say, and a good word to keep someone else up. So I would say that Spirit is telling you to play to your strengths. Play to your strengths, which are you being a high vibe person in amongst people who maybe are a little bit low vibe. I'm just saying, we all come across them. And you have felt left out in the cold with a little bit of regret. So I think that even though there are secrets that are hiding in the background that you don't know about, it doesn't look like anything is coming toward you that you have to worry about. Just make sure that you have your strength in place and get out of your head, man. Stop overthinking. You don't have to overthink everything. It's okay. Some things will come to fruition without you thinking them over and over and over. You feel stuck here. You know, you're surrounded by swords. You feel as though you are bound, but you know, those are really loose bindings. You could pull them off and pull off your mask there, and you'll look around you to find out that there's really not a whole lot of things that scare you. So that is the last card in your reading. And it is all about romance, right? It's all about romance and the energy of the King of Cups, who is a water sign, who is Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. All right. I do have my Spirit of the Animal Oracle, and I am going to pull a card for you unless Spirit decides I need more. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Could I please have a card for the sign of Aquarius from the 21st of February to the 29th, please? I'll just take the top one here. Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. And you know, sometimes we can bulldoze through life, and some of us feel more comfortable with bulldozing through life. Taurus, right? That's us. And sometimes it just takes a gentle touch. Sometimes, you know, that person that you might meet head on and bump heads with, sometimes it's better to come toward that person with a humble point of view and just say, you know what, I know I'm not perfect, and I'm going to allow you not to be perfect because neither one of us needs that. Besides, we're both broken, and that's how the light gets in, right? So it's about partnering with the person that you want to bring onto your side. It's about bringing a gentle touch. So if you want to bring people over to your side, if you want to win the hearts of people, I would say take a gentle touch. Yeah, do the gentle touch, and just let them know that you are as fallible as they are. And when you are vulnerable, it allows whomever you're with to be vulnerable. And that's a really beautiful gift. It's a beautiful gift that's given to me just by a few people, and I give that gift right back. A lot of people just don't have what it takes to be vulnerable. And when you're not vulnerable, when we're all walking around, like Brene Brown says, where we're all walking around in our big clunky iron outfits, you know, nothing gets in, but nothing gets out either. So our human touch, it suffers. So bringing a gentle touch, I think, is a great idea. You know, when you think of a deer, you think of something that is very delicate and elegant and kind and beautiful, and something to be watched from a distance. And I think that the deer spirit is exactly what anybody needs in order to bring people over to their side. All right, that's it, Aquarius. If you have any questions about this reading, or you would like a private reading, please reach me at elsie@tenofcupstarot.ca. I'll give you some pricing, let you know what I have for a time frame, and we can work at it that way. If you need to know anything about this reading, it's down in the description below. So is a little bit of the pricing. And like I said, if you have any questions, I'm always here. All right, have a good Friday. Thank you. Thanks for coming by. Bye-bye.